Welcome back, guys, and we are here with our new game, and this is Magic Origins. I'm sure this isn't the first time you've seen the game because, I'm a bit slow on the uptake, and that's simply because I've been having a lot of quality problems, actually. I recorded a 40-minute video with this deck here, and it was a great video, even though, too mane Axebane stags, but then I realised that the game sound is a lot different on this game, and you couldn't hear me. It was completely inaudible over the music. So I've had to just spend the last, half an hour just correcting that, turn down game sound. So if the game music's a bit quiet, it's because I'm overcompensating, to be honest. And yeah, these are the two decks that I'm messing around with. This is my Gruul ramp deck. Like I said, it's alright, but it's so painful ramping up. And the only bomb you have unlocked is Axebane Stag. It's painful. So there's only so much of that I could take. So here's my other deck. This is my Rakdos Sack and Steel deck, and just before we go any further, I don't have any premiums, so I'm not premiums. Jesus, this is in 2015. I don't have any. I haven't bought any cards. So, if you're wondering why I'm running weird stuff, it's because I literally don't have many of the fancier cards. But let's jump straight in. Arsonist, perfect sack target. I mean, not really much else to say. He's a 1/1 for 1. Can deal an extra damage, plus he works really well with cards like Blown Splinters, and does all that sack outlets and like he's a nice cheap creature you get 4 copies of. He's pretty much an auto ad. This is really good removal. Blown Splinters, yeah, just you can seal a creature to sack their creature to take out 2 creatures for 1 mana. That's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm not gonna spend ages on the card just because it's not really optimized, so I don't need to go into too much detail. In fact, I don't think I really want to spend too much. We just got more cheap creatures in this card, in the Swiftwing. He's really good, actually, haste, flying, first strike. 2 Chaldenites, more early creatures. I literally have no other good ones, so it's a 2/1 for 2. The lifelink's alright, I guess, but it's not really important. The fact is, he's just cheap. Twin Bolt is amazing. I'll run that in any deck. Aggro, control, 2 damage divided as you choose is just disgusting. We've only got 1 Dragon Fodder, but that's a great start. We've only got 1 Dragon Fodder, so we only run 1 Dragon Fodder. But if we had 4, this would be a 4 copy of. Our main sack outlet, Bloodflow Connoisseur. You saw all last game, so I don't feel I need to go too much into that. This is a card I'll talk about for a bit. Strider Harness. It costs a lot to play, and it doesn't do too much on the turn it arrives. But it gives creatures haste, which I think is worth an inclusion for stuff like Accursed Spirits, your Enthralling Victor, Blazing Hellhound, Nightfire Giants. Some of your biggest stuff, it's nice to be able to give them haste later on. So we run 2 of them just to see how it works out. That's just more of a test card. Gravedigger to get some of our, maybe if we lose our sack outlets, we can get them back. If we need more ammo, just get it back. Gravediggers is a fantastic card. Accursed Spirit, it costs a lot for 4 mana for a 3/2, but it's pretty much unblockable a lot of the time, because so far from where I've played online, you only ever see green, white, or Gruul, so you can get around a lot of that. Plus, none of the challenges today have black, I don't think. So, hopefully everyone's just spamming the other stuff. Only got 1 of these guys, but he's a sack. He can steal a creature and then you can just sack it out, and it's alright, I guess. He's alright. I just saw the word steal creature and thought, I'd put him in, give him a try. I have played with this deck a bit offline. I haven't actually taken it online yet, so we'll see how that turns out. Blazing Hellhound, we only have 1, but it's our other sack outlet. It's pretty good. 1 mana and then you get to deal 1 damage, so it's alright, I guess. And we don't have active reasons yet, so here's Traitorous Instinct. It's not terrible, to be fair. It's not. It costs 1 mana more, which is quite big, but on the same hand, they do get +2, which is pretty good. And the curve finisher is Nightfire Giant. He's always going to be a 5/4. He can deal 2 damage to target creature or player. And then the lands is just we're tilted slightly more towards black, but we still need red. So 21. As you can see in the curve on the bottom, 21, 15, 2, so we run 11, 10, and then 1 gate just to take us up to the 24th mana. Just seeing how it turns out. And yeah, this is the deck. I don't want to spend too long here. I want to kind of jump straight into the action, but if you look at my early game creatures, Ember Hall is double red, otherwise I'd probably play him. Glory Chase I only have one, and you don't really want to sack him out. Foundry Sheet Denizen, not really, it's more of a Goblins build. And suddenly bang, you're up to 3 drops, so, and my 3 drop is fairly clustered, so I don't really want to run any of them. And then if you go into, apparently missed black, that's awkward. If you go into black early game, you can run the Archer, Shambling Ghoul, and then more Child of Knights, and then suddenly bang, we're up to 3 drops again. So that was kind of my logic behind why my early game is such as that you need ammo, unfortunately. So that's why I've got some weird early game creatures. But let's take this deck online and see how we roll out. It's been a lot of fun actually against the computer, because I think the personal highlight was stealing a what's that? Jesus, I don't know card names yet, so it's probably not a good idea to talk about this. But it's the 6/6 that when it attacks it gets renowned. It's a Colossus, turns into a 12/12. Yep, stealing that was pretty fun. And then becoming an 8/8, dealing 10 damage and sacking it out to the Hellhound and finishing him off. That was a pretty good turn against the computer. But to be honest, there's not really too many good bombs at the minute, so you're not really going to get that sort of thing pulling off at the minute. I mean, what, you've got green has got Axebeam Stag and that Colossus, which you really want to steal. I mean, it's decent. We'll see how this. Okay, this guy is outranking me. I'm not sure I like this. Bad matchmaking to start things off. 2 land. I've got no 2 sack outlets. He plays first, so I'll keep, I guess. We're on the draw, so we have removal. We have an early game creature. Let's see how it turns out. That's unfortunate because he's going to follow it up with the planes, and then. Although we could just block it with the Swift Blade if we needed to. There's a sack. But we do need to find lands now. Just hope he doesn't find a plains. I know that's unlikely. Hey, he didn't actually. Oh, I can't even 2/4 on him here. Oh, he's in elf deck. Game over. No, we have a first strike blocker, I guess. And we could 2/4 on him the turn after. I don't know why, but I always think this bat has lifelink as well, but that would be a bit nuts. Well, that's a pretty good draw. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna play this creature. He's most likely only gonna come at us with the 2/2, unless he draws a plains. And then when he attacks next turn, we'll be able to first strike damage will happen first, and we'll be able to 2/1 him. He didn't find the plains. I don't even think he's running plains. I think he just saw the word elf and just threw it in there. I think that's yeah. So yeah, I'm fine with this. Because next turn we're gonna take out that Sunblade Elf and the Dwyne's Elite. Wow, another sack outlet. This hand could go nuts if we keep drawing land. So I'll show you what I mean. Hopefully he doesn't ruin this by dropping in plains, or like the elf buff guy. Wait, nope, he's ruined it. See who he targets. And I think now's as good a time as any. Don't want to take all this damage. We're meant to be the aggro deck here, but yeah. So I would block here, but now I'm not going to bother. I think at this point though we start getting the blood flow on the field, and then just start Traitors Instincting. That lands a pretty good draw. I think I can get nice and tricky here. Do I attack? Yeah, I mean I might as well attack. I'm not planning on blocking. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I mean I'm going to take 4 here, go down to 11. But next turn I'm going to kill his creature and get in for a bit more damage. So let's see how this turns out. I mean, that's the first point of damage we've hit him, and it's like turn 6. We're meant to be a fast deck, but you know, elves is always going to be faster than Rakdos. So I'm going to take this damage here, and then next turn I'm going to start picking off his guys. Doesn't really matter which one we steal, I don't think. Fifth land. We could go Nightfire Giant. 5/4. But to be honest, I think this puts a bit more pressure on him. Hitting him for a lot this turn. 5/6 damage, so we're pretty much almost even the life scores. And we can do that again next turn if we need to. So, things are kind of looking up a bit here. We've got basically another removal spell in hand. We've got a big creature which we can drop. We've got another sack outlet, even if he does have removal for it. So things could be looking worse right now. We did actually manage to survive this assault a bit. Oh, cool thing about Traitorous Instinct is you could target your own creature and give it +2 if you really needed to. Because it doesn't say gain control of opponent's creatures, it's just any creature. But I mean, you'd already have control of it, but it's a free buff spell if you really need it. But I think we're just gonna rinse and repeat, to be honest. Steal his elite and then drop an arsonist. Put quite a bit of pressure on him here. That's 5. Another 7 damage. We've got him down to 6. 5 basically, because we have an arsonist as well, which we can sack out. And then he forgot to sack his creature there. That could have been unfortunate. But we managed to stay. I mean, if he has a bomb right now, that'll be pretty sad. Because we don't have any more. We've only got 2 more sack. Affecting the entire deck, but it's another Force Mage. He's pretty desperate he had to play that because he's going to buff it for no reason. And yeah, again, we just attack all out again, I think, here. A Cursed Spirit is nice. Do we cast Nightfire Giant or a Cursed Spirit? Nightfire Giant is 2 damage next turn, a Cursed Spirit is... well, he could have a black creature. Wild Size. Well. So we could save our blood flow, which I think I'm going to do. By sacking out our bat as well. So let the damage resolve from the bat, because that was first strike. There we go. And then sack out our bat. So that's worked out pretty well. So our bat did our damage anyway. Now we've got a 5/5 from the field. So yeah, I think I did that right. We might as well cast a Nightfire but a Cursed Spirit's not going to kill him anyway. He is on 4 life. So yeah. That first strike from the back coming into play there, I thought that was pretty sleek. And there's a 3/3, but he's managed to get himself out of that situation. Kinda wish I'd played the Accursed Spirit now, but Accursed Spirit can just come down next turn. I highly doubt he blocks. Now that he's seen what the deck can do. If he wants a double block here, then that's fine with me. I can just take out his creature and actually trade. Using Nightfire's ability. If you take out his 2 guys, and to be honest, we got him on a 2-turn clock with the Nightfire. which is faster than the Cursed Spirit, so we might as well just do that. He needs to gain life. There is elf gain life, I do think. But I think we might have got there, and I'm scared to say that because this is elves. And anything can happen with an elf deck. That's the one we lose. He controls 2, 3, so we're going to go down to 6 here. We could go down to 3. If he has another one, we're in big trouble. Or if he has a buff. We could lose this turn. Oh, you kidding me? No. I shouldn't have... He must have top decked one of them, but still. That hurts. That hurts. We had him next turn. If we played the Cursed Spirit, we could have killed him next turn, so I think I misplayed the end of that game. That was painful. Typical, he drew the 2 cards that got him out of that situation there. Oh well. The joys. The joys of this game. Let's jump straight back in. That was painful. So if we played the Accursed Spirit, we could have blocked there. But we still would have been in a really bad situation. I still think we would have lost that game, but we would have had one more turn to find it. I do think. Because I had him on 4, and I had the choice. I could have played a Child of Night, which would have gained me life, I guess, but it wouldn't really have done much. Nightfire had him on a 2-turn clock. Accursed Spirit had him on a 2-turn clock, along with the Nightfire. So I mean, I probably should have played the Accursed Spirit, and then the turn after I would have been able to attack. If you hadn't done anything, I would have got 3 damage through, and then just use Nightfire's ability to finish him off. But I played it a bit wrong. Still, and probably maybe I shouldn't have attacked him with Blood Flow Connoisseur as well. That probably should have sat back. Apparently I can't find a game. I'm not allowed to play after that misplay. That was my fault. I've got no excuse. I think I played around that wild size though really well. The first strike and stuff like that. I messed up later on. We'll get there. We'll get a win, I promise. With my rank 1. I just get my ass kicked whenever I go online. Just like a lot of the time it's just like I couldn't have done anything about it no matter how I played it. But times like that, it's just misplays on my half. So we're gonna go Plains into Child of Night, and then if we need to Blown Spinners, we can, because we got Gravedigger, bring it back. Hopefully this guy's a slower deck. We're not red, so it's not gonna be slow. You could have Twin Bolt as well. Gonna fake a colour at the minute, might as well, I guess. But he could 2-for-1 us here with the Twin Bolt if we play the Arsonist, but Arsonist does deal 1 damage to him anyway. Nope, he's got nothing. Ooh, Bloodflow Connoisseur, that's pretty nice. Probably gonna wait until I could drop it this turn. Then he'd just point both the Twin Bolts at my Blood Flow. But we've got the Gravedigger. I think it's worth the risk. We can get Blood Flow back. Getting out as early as possible is nice, because if he does Twin Bolt here, he has to point both at the Blood Flow. Otherwise, I'll just save my creature. Ooh, he's blue. Well, he wasn't missing a colour. He just hadn't played it yet. Just doing what I was doing. Telling time. I think that's the one where it's like Scry. No, it's look at the top 3. It's an instant, so you should be playing that instant speed. But okay, so that's actually a pretty good card. You basically get to choose one card you want in your hand, one which you want next turn, and the one you never want to see again. And there's 2 damage right there, so I couldn't have saved it there. Like I said, I've got a Gravedigger for later on. And we've seen 3 Blown Spinners, which isn't where we want to be. That's kind of unfortunate. It's such a good card, but you don't really want to have multiples in your hand. Now a Twin Bolt would be pretty bad on his half. He's on 4 mana, but we can take out one of his creatures if he taps out for a big guy here. I want to get a win online. I know I've literally only played that one match, but I was so close. What does that thing? It's an instant or sorcery, isn't it? You've revealed a Twin Bolt, you cheap bastard. Oh no, you got the. Why did you get the Traitorous Instinct? No, hang on, I'm going to read that card. Oh, he gets to use both? Oh shit, he has 2, doesn't he? So he gets to get 2. Oh fuck. There goes our board. Yeah, so it's revealed top 7. I knew he'd reveal a Twin Bolt. Oh well, we're in trouble now. Oh, why couldn't you have been a fast land? Then we could have kept the pressure up with the Gravedigger and the Bloodflow. But, I guess we'll see how this plays out. Okay, that's a 3-2. Which has haste and renown. That's unfortunate. If we had found a fast land there, we could have traded. That's a 4-3. So we might need to blunt splinters that, which is not where we want to be. We're on 21 life, so we're not in an instant rush to find it. Let's have a look at our graveyard here. Oh, we could get Enthralling Victor. It has power 2 less, so it's not really going to do it. I think actually we get the Enthralling. No, because we can't steal his creature with it. Yeah, because then we could have stole his creature and if it had less than 2 power, but unfortunately it doesn't. I think we could take 4 because we might want to Bone Split or something else here. I wish if this was an instant, it would be absolutely broken. I just fully expect the first couple of days. I mean, I'm probably going to throw a couple of pounds on the game once the servers are sorted out. Don't feel too much intent to do that right now when you can't even get a game most of the time. There's a Nightfire Giant. That's 5 mana for a 5/4, which unfortunately he trades with. But we can Bone Splinters. So I think I'm actually going to go this. If he has a counter spell, okay, he does have a counter spell. That does. I think that one's a draw card, isn't it, or something like that. This control puts the top 4 spells into a graveyard. So he got rid of my sack outlet, but unfortunately right now we're going to take out this thing. Well, now we can't deal with it, and then next time I'm going to try and drop a Bonefire Giant. Which is a pretty big guy, he's a 5/4. Can deal 2 damage to target creature or player. If he tries to play a chump block, we can get around that. That's not a chump blocker, that's something we're going to trade with here. I'm kind of flooding out. I would love an Arsonist. Just any of my small creatures I'd love right now. We're not gonna Bone Splinters there because we're gonna do more damage to him. We've got more life. He needs to have a way to deal with this, which would probably be a burn spell right now. And there we go. Chandra's that's gonna ruin my day. We know he's got it now though, so we won't play it on the board. But I will block now. So now that you show me that, I will block. So yeah, he has to play it now. But we need one of our cheap creatures, which we don't have too many of. Not going well. Not going well. Down to 9. Cheap creature. That's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Indeed. Nah, I think I've lost this one now. I can't think of any. I need to top deck a small creature and him have no ammo. But with 5 cards in hand, he's pretty much got the advantage every single way here. He's passing the turn, but we're on a draw creature. Land, okay. We've lost. And that's game 2. He had a counter spell anyway, so. We will probably lose. We've lost this game. He doesn't need to do anything. He learned how to use Town Time this time, though. Let's make it 3 out of 3 losses. Let's play one more and just complete the trifecta here. I got so close with that elf deck. That's heartbreaking, though. This one wasn't close at all. He just had me from the minute he got that twin bolt from my library. That was when it was game, because I just lost everything at that point. And he got me. He's watching damage effects. Actually, I'm on 1, aren't I? But he's gonna have some sort of burn spell here. No, he's got a starfish, so we might be in it. We might be in with a chance. In a deck which has shown us so many burn spells so far. There's a Traitor's Instinct. If he doesn't have a counter spell here, we buy a couple turns. But there we go. There's the second one. And we lost another twin bolt, but that's all. We would have dealt 6 to him, taking him down to 7. And then if he played another big creature and we top decked another steel spell, we could have stood a chance. If he didn't have that counter. But I mean, you know, we're just talking about maybes right now. This game was pretty much out of the bag. And there we go. That one wasn't nearly as close. So if we carry on this trend, the third game should be over by turn 2. I'm never going to get this first win of the day challenge. I'll have to switch to Gruul to try and get things done. Oh, wrong button. 95 gold. So I mean, even if I'd won two of these games, I would have been able to buy a pack at the end. But I feel like I've let everyone down by not buying a pack. I have managed to reveal a Nissa though. I got that yesterday actually while I was watching Hakeem's stream. Just bored in the background. I did all them skill quests while watching the stream, and then I saved up 150, hit Nissa. So I don't know. There's hope, but right now it's not looking great. That guy had a pretty polished deck though. To be fair, Umu's is it control. First guy had a pretty solid elves deck. It wasn't overly elfish. I mean, he didn't play the +1/+1 buff guy, but everything else was pretty solid in there. I don't know. You've got to expect this though when you don't buy cards. You can't expect day 1 to win. But this guy's rank 0, so hopefully we can beat a rank 0. 6 land into a Traitor's Instant is not going to do that. 2 land, it's playable. And Gurmag Swift Wing into Twin Bolt for removal with Dragon Fodder. It'll do nicely. I'd love to play first though, but apparently that's not going to happen. So right now I just need a sack effect and we might be in with a chance. Because we got Traitor's Instant, so I'd love a Blood Flow. I mean, there is 4 in the deck, which is pretty good. He's tapped out for a 2/1. Let's go Renown most likely, because every white creature has Renown, yep. Unfortunately, well, we're going to have to sit back with the Swiftwing. No, it's got First Strike as well, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, I asked for a Blood Flow and I got one. So we can either play the Swiftwing and trade with it, or we can, hopefully he plays something first main, then we can Twin Bolt it. I don't really fancy trading my 2/1 here, so I think I'm going to hopefully hope that he plays something first main. Or I'll just have to point 1 damage at his face. Thank you, that couldn't have worked out better. And that's why he plays stuff second main. That's a beautiful 2-for-1 right there, I'm not even gonna lie. And there's another one, but now is the time for the Swift Wing. I need land. I run 24. I've still got plays for a while if I don't find land, but all I'm gonna say is finding land would be nice. And that's I just wish if this was a 2-1 with his abilities, he'd be like an auto-include most aggro decks. But 1-2 is just kind of a bit slow in the air. There's a white orchid, but I don't think he gets to activate the ability because he's got the same amount of lands. Yeah, he has to control more lands. But it is a 2-2 first strike, but we've hit our third land now. So I think I'm going to get the blood flow out there, and then take the 2 damage. And then next turn play Dragon Fodder. Or if I draw a land, I could Traitor's Instinct. Sounds like this, you really wish you had Act of Treason, because you know we've only got 3 lands. And Traitor's Instinct is obviously 4. It's like at one point in this deck I had cut it down to 23 lands instead of 24, but I just felt I needed it way too much. There's another Renown. Renown is just so broken. Every creature seems to have Renown in white. Every single creature. And it's just, you don't want to let anything deal combat damage to you. In an aggro deck, that's obviously not great. I think I'm just gonna start pinging at him here. Play a Dragon Fodder, and then next turn just attack him with the bat, and sit with the blood flow on defense and be able to take out one of his creatures here, while not letting him get Renowned. We've got Twin Bolt as well, so we can deal with his creatures here. It's a pain. Especially as he's stuck on 2 land and is managing to pretty much solo our side right now. Puts it on the Vigilance guy. Should have put it on the first strike guy. Because now I'm going to be able to take out his first strike guy. No, I'm doing this wrong. So we block here. Block here. And then just on card, sacrifice a creature, sacrifice a creature, and he doesn't deal combat damage to us, and we take out one of his guys. So that worked out decently well, but he's just got so much ammo right now. And we hit our 4th land, that's pretty good here. Topan Freeblade, that's the one we're going to steal. I don't think in a white deck stuck in 2 mana we're going to find much more, which we want to deal damage to. And things are looking alright. He took the damage, which I'm over the moon about. That's taking him all the way down to 9? That thing gets Renowned as well, but it's pointless because we're just going to kill it now. And next turn we've got Twin Bolt if he has another blocker. And we have a 4-4, which he could reprisal right now. So I mean, even if we do win this game, which I'm not saying we've won yet, I mean there's plenty of stuff you could do. But if we win this game, we can live comfortably knowing that we only won because he was land screwed. And if I get that blocker out of his way, that's 4-5. So actually, if he doesn't block here, he's dead. So I think we're not gonna Twin Bolt his blocker. He's gonna lose his creature anyway. And he does block. Fair enough. But we can just a cursed spirit here. It's going to have Intimidate. And that means it's basically unblockable against this guy. And the double twin bolt afterwards should be enough. We don't have any creatures we want to get back with Gravedigger. So I'm going to tentatively say we've got this one in the bag. Suntail Hawk is going to block our flying creature, but it's not going to be enough. So I think we've managed to get our first win of the day. There's the haste thing, which we haven't seen so far, and I don't think at any point I would have needed it. So as soon as I start getting some better early game creatures, that's the first thing to go. And he's gone. So didn't like my monologuing. Yeah, so we could have twin balled his block and that would have killed him, but I don't know. Double twin ball to the face seems quite more funny in my opinion. Bang bang. And bang bang. We finally got a win. And against a guy stuck on 2 lands. Like I said, I mean, it's a big achievement. Does our rank go up? Have we prestiged? No, we haven't. We've hit 115 gold though. Oh, it has changed. Wow. Look at me. Fear the rank 2. But we got there, and yeah, so little hint for anyone, by the way, I know not many people will be sticking around right now, but if you want some, I'll say free, but if you want some free, what's it called, gold, there's all these skill quests here. As you can see, I've done them all, but you can go along there, and then you don't do them all in the campaign, you only do a few, and it gives you a decent amount of gold actually, like 10 and 15 a pop, which is not bad. But yeah, this is my first Origins gameplay, and 2 losses and a win is always a fantastic way to broadcast how amazing you are. But I think one of them games I choked on, but the others I don't think. The other I don't think I could have done much about. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.